Hey, what is up guys? Welcome back to another video, and in this video we're going to be continuing on with another tutorial in our Swift programming tutorial series, and in this particular tutorial we are going to be learning about computed properties in Swift. Now, what exactly are computed properties? Well, computed properties are a type of property in a class or a struct that computes a specific value based on other properties and then returns it. It doesn't actually store that value, but it you can think of it as sort of a method, but it's not a method at the same time. So, just so you guys can kind of get what I'm talking about, let's take a look at this example I have here. So here I have a structure called quadrilateral. This structure has two properties, a width and a height. They're both doubles. And then we have two functions. We have two methods, right? One for calculating the area called getArea. This returns a double, and it is width times height. We have a second method, which is perimeter, rather, and this returns the perimeter of the quadrilateral, returns a double, and it just adds in double the width and double the height together. All right. Now, this will work fine. This will work exactly how we want it to. So if we go into our main file, see here, navigator, project navigator. Let's go into our main file. All right. So in our main file, let's create a quadrilateral. We'll call it var quad quadrilateral equals quadrilateral, and we need a width, so let's say 10.0 and 10.0. Alright, so we have a quadrilateral that has a width of 10 and a height of 10. And we can then also say well, just to get Xcode to be quiet, I'm gonna make quad a constant. Let area equals quad times get area. All right, and let perimeter equal quad dot get perimeter. And we can print these values. Print area, print perimeter. Save this, run it. We get a successful build. Let's go into our console. So for the area, we get 100.0, which is exactly what we wanted. And then we get 40.0 for the perimeter, which is exactly what we wanted. However, there's a better way. There's a different way that we can do this. Okay? So let's go into our navigator and open quadrilateral.swift. And so what we're going to do, okay, yes, voiceover, you can stop speaking. Okay. At the end of our struct, what I'm going to do here real quick, right, okay, what I'm going to do is, let's see, okay, I'm going to get rid of these functions here. Just delete them, okay? There we go. Now, of course, the only thing we have left is just the properties that we have in our structure, the width and the height. How then do we change those methods that we had and deleted? How do we convert those into computed properties? Because that's what we're going to do here. Well, to create a computed property, you need to do the following. So var, this must be a var, okay? Then we're going to say area. We're going to specify the type, so double, space, and then open up its body with curly brackets. Then, inside of its body, we need to return or do whatever calculations and then return what we need to do. So because this is a single line calculation, you can just do a return width times height. Like that. And then for perimeter, we do the same thing. Var perimeter double return width times 2 plus height times 2, like that. All right there. Now we save this, do a quick sanity check. No errors, we're good. And those are our two computed properties. So area and width, or area and perimeter rather. These will go and make the calculations and return it. They don't store the result. Okay, so let's go ahead and go into main. There we go, main. Okay. Now, what we can do is instead of calling quad.getArea and quad.getPerimeter, we can just say quad.perimeter. And instead of quad.getArea, quad.area. Save it, run it. We get a successful build. And then inside of our console, we get the same output, 140. Now, let's talk about when you should or shouldn't use a computed property, because that is important. So you should not use a computed property for calculations that take a very long time to complete. Large calculations, like asynchronous calculations, network requests, stuff like that, you should not use a computed property for. Use a method for those things. Don't use a computed property. Because the thing about a computed property is that every single time you use your computed property, every time you reference it, it redoes the calculations over and over again every time you use it. A method doesn't work like that. Right? So that's kind of when you shouldn't use it. You should use a computed property if your computation is based on other properties and is a short calculation. So something like computing the width, or rather computing the area, the surface area, the volume, stuff like that. There are various other types of calculations that you can do in a computed property that would work fine, but I'm just sticking to the kind of example that we looked at here to kind of give you an idea of how that works, right? Of what you should use for computed properties. So that pretty much does it for this video, guys. Thank you all so very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.